Accrued expenses. So first of all we have to understand meaning of the accrued expenses. Accrued expenses refer to expenses that have been incurred but have not yet been paid or recorded in the accounting records of a company. For example, salaries and wages. So when we will pay salaries and wages next month beginning or next month 10th or 5th or any other date fixed. So first of all we receive services from employees, so the revenue day by day accrues until end of the month. Okay, I hope you understand. So if a company payroll cycle ends on the last day of the month and employees are paid on the 10th day of the following month. So simple example. So what is this month? May month. So the payroll cycle ends on the last day of the month. That means 31st of the May month the payroll cycle ends. Up to that salaries have to be paid. So when the company will pay, employees are paid on the 10th day of the following month. That means June 10th they will be paid. Okay, for the May month. So then the salaries and wages for the last few days of the month will be accrued expenses. So that's why this is the accrued expenses. Now we will go for meaning. Accrued expenses refer to expenses that have been incurred. Expenses that have been incurred but have not yet been paid or recorded in the accounting records of a company. These expenses are recognized as liabilities on the balance sheet until they are paid off. So for the May month we will recognize as accrued expenses the salaries. So because the salaries have not been paid until next month of the 10th. So if you join in a company we have to accounting every month. Okay, next we will go for another example. Interest expense. If a company borrows money and the interest on the loan is due at the end of each month, then the interest expense for the current month will be an accrued expense until it is paid. Okay, if a company borrows money and the interest on the loan is due at the end of each month. For example, we borrowed 1 lakh rupees. So interest is 12%. Every month it accrues at the for first month how much amount? 1000 rupees. Second month 2000, like every month accrues. So it is a accrued expense. Now we go for rent. If a company rents a building and the rent is due on the first day of the following month, then the rent for the last few days of the current month will be an accrued expense. So these are same examples as these salaries. Okay, for better understanding we will explain another one. Rent. If a company rents a building and the rent is due on the first day of the following month, then the rent for the last few days of the current month will be an accrued expense. Okay, for example, or we take a building for rent. So monthly 10,000 rupees. We pay rent on next 10th or 5th. For May month we need to pay the rent on 5th of June. So up to that it is accrued expense. What we will record this month rent at the month end? So accrued rent, because at the month end the rent not been paid. Okay, so that's why for May month the rent is recorded as accrued rent. Okay, same as utilities, taxes, commissions. Okay, accrued expenses are important for business because they allow for a more accurate representation of the company's financial position. Okay, by recognizing these expenses as liabilities on the balance sheet, investors and creditors can get a clear pictures of the company's financial obligations and potential future cash outflows. In a company perspective, every month we have to record all the expenses and liabilities, expenses and incomes, liabilities and assets. We have to prepare quarterly financial statements also. Okay, so that's why we have to record every month end accounting transactions. So these are accrued expenses. Okay, I hope you understand. Thank you.